The Diocese of Buffalo is in the hot seat after canceling an upcoming concert at St. Joseph Cathedral downtown just 3 weeks from the event's start. Their reasoning? Because it featured performances by the Buffalo Gay Men's Chorus.
In a statement to News 4, the Diocese of Buffalo said the Summer Choir Festival, originally scheduled for June 9th, did not receive all the details on the choirs expected to perform prior to the confirmation of the event. They went on to say that they chose not to host the event because, quote, a choir identified to perform is a group whose values are inconsistent with Catholic teaching, end quote.
Joining us now to talk more about this is Dr. Robert Strauss, the Artistic Director for the Buffalo Gay Men's Chorus. Dr. Strauss, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you for asking.
All right, can you walk us through, I guess, the brief history of what happened here? What led up to this decision, and how much of a bind does it put you in just a couple of weeks out from the event?
Well, first of all, I'll say there's good news at the end of this. The Greater Buffalo Friends of Music is a group that organized this event. The Buffalo Gay Men's Chorus is a member. And I know that they started planning it last summer. Reaching out to different choruses to participate. I know that we as an organization committed 6 or 7 months ago. I wanted to make sure I had enough people who could be there before we did. And the schedule was set, the venue was set, the schedules had been sent out months ago. And it was just last week that we received word that the cancellation was in place. Now, I want to believe what they say, that the people who needed to know didn't know, that we were included as far as that goes. I'm interested in the values. I'd love to have a sit down just to talk about, because I feel like we're not that different than they might think.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what a lot of the talk is, that there should have been maybe a discussion, right? What is your overall reaction to this news? You mentioned you were preparing for, what, 6, 7 months now? A lot of hard work went into this?
Again, I want to, the Greater Buffalo Friends of Music are the hosting organization, so they were doing unmeasurable amounts of work. We were rehearsing, we were putting a program together, to be sure, and that's not nothing, but I do want to give a shout out to them as far as that goes. You know, as I said, it ends with good news, because we found out last Wednesday, and within 2 hours, the Holy Trinity Lutheran Church had jumped in to say, we're hosting. This is still going on. If the choirs still want to perform, we will, and so it is. You asked about my initial reaction, which I'll circle back a little bit. You know, there's a part of it that was anger and frustration and disappointment. A part of me that's like, is this not 2024? Have we not already had these conversations? Are we not further ahead in realizing that we can be different but the same, that we can hold the same values but just be different as individuals? And so that was, again, my initial reaction and the initial reaction of a lot of our members. But the response has been amazing. You know, the support has been amazing, not just for us, but for this venture where music is a universal language. So we get to come together on June 9th at 4 o'clock instead of 5 and share repertoire with different organizations in the Buffalo area. We get to talk about what our values are, what music does for us, and how we approach it. And I think that's wonderful.
You know, you mentioned words like anger, frustration before.
Sure.
When you found out the initial news. I imagine all of that was turned on its head when you found out that this church also said, hey, you can come and enjoy our 4 walls and fill our 4 walls with beautiful music. What was that feeling like? Because I imagine it was a relief. But it also had to be like, yes, this is what our community is about.
Well, 100%. We had just done a concert, actually, at Holy Trinity Lutheran just a couple of weeks ago, and half of the concert was about Buffalo, was about how we feel that it's a wonderful community and that we belong here and that everyone belongs here and that people who don't live here are missing out on a wonderful thing. And so it did reinforce that idea to instantly, seemingly without question. There wasn't time to go through committees. There wasn't time to have a lot of conversations. It was just, we're taking this over, no problem, here we go.
Now, going back to the original performance, that wouldn't have been the first time Buffalo Gay Men's Chorus performed in a Catholic church before, right?
In that Catholic church. We have performed in Catholic churches before, which is another bit of the frustration or confusion.
Do you think it's because St. Joseph's is supposedly the church of the diocese, the main church of the diocese? That's it?
Probably, perhaps, undoubtedly.
Seems confusing.
It does to me too, and I don't want to speculate too much. Again, anger, frustration, confusion. I hope they have their best interests at heart as we have ours.
Before we let you go, can you give, because I want folks to know when and where they can go to attend this event. Where can we find, well, first, dates, times, locations,
Great.
and where we can buy tickets and things like that.
It's free.
Ooh, that's
Even better.
It's
Even
absolutely free. So it is at Holy Trinity Lutheran Church, which is 1080 Main Street, Sunday, June 9th at 4 p.m. I know some of the chorus is performing Buffalo Gay Men's Chorus, Holy Trinity Lutheran Church Choir, a small group from Vocalis is involved, and there should be another 3 to 5 groups performing different repertoire. And again, it's free.
Sneak peek on anything you guys are working on?
Well, I don't want to give away the farm. It depends how many pieces we can do. It depends on how
Stay
many pieces we
tuned.
can do. Yeah, absolutely.
Dr. Robert Strauss, thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you.
Thank you for
Appreciate
asking.
it.